In this video, we will go over the methods to simply, in this video, we will go over the methods to input animals and to create groups in your farm. I'm using the example of a farmer that we have in our system. His name's Mike Wilson. And these are his actual cows, his actual lots, everything. And so this is as real as I can get. So the first thing you want to do when you're beginning to input your farm data into Xtend, click on your profile and then come down to farm description. Okay, so you'll see farm details, click description. What we have to do, okay, in order to put cows in the system, cows have to, are cattle, they have to be in a group. And a group is managed at a location. And so we have to name our locations first. And so that's what we're doing here, okay? And so I just got off the phone with Mike. Mike gave me his total number of acres and grazing acres and all that stuff. But most importantly is the number of places where he manages cattle. Okay, now I've got it listed as pastures, paddocks, and hay fields. But it can literally be a lot. It can be wherever you manage cattle, or wherever you cut hay, or wherever you harvest corn silage. Anything that has to do with your cattle and feeding your cattle and so forth needs to be in here. Now, this is not going to seem very creative, okay? But when I went over this with Mike just a few minutes ago, he said he had 13 fields, which he labeled as fields. Okay, field 1 through 13. All right, in each of these, I'll show you one here. When I named them, I mean, he says he literally calls it field 1. There's only 3 acres in that field. It's mainly for grazing. He has fescue, clover, orchard grass combinations. He considered his management level medium on this paddock, on this field, okay? And that's what he called that field, okay? And so as we go through there, he's got those 13 fields that are mainly for grazing. He has a farm in Frankfort that he cuts hay off of. Cattle are never over there, but he cuts hay off of that and he uses that hay for his production situation. So when we're trying to keep track of how much hay we have, the analysis and so forth, we need to have that hay field listed. He's also got what he calls the weaning lot, which is a 1 acre paddock that when he weans his calves, he turns them out there. And then he's got a bull lot, okay? And that's either where he keeps his bulls or he kind of puts little miscellaneous things, okay? And so when you want to add, all right, you click that. Let's say we were going to add one more. All right, we make that 17. We'll come down here and we'll put this, and we'll just call this miscellaneous lot. 1 acre, grazing, fescue, clover, medium, okay, and go. Okay, and so then you'll notice when you get back to your farm description that it now has 17 and the miscellaneous lot is down there. Okay, really, really important to set this up correctly, to set your locations. And so wherever you handle cattle, whatever the name is that you and your farm workers identify, okay, again, it could be the, Stewart 40, the Back Watson, it could be the lower field, it could be the ridge field, it could be the north field, and so forth, okay? Now, if you happen to, and I'm going to pick one of the larger fields here just by at random, All right, if you happen to divide this 12-acre field up into different paddocks, okay, so let's say you got it into 4 3-acre paddocks, you'd want to do this and name each of those paddocks as well. Okay, but Mike doesn't have that, and so we don't really worry about that. Okay, so we've got our location set. The next thing we want to do is we want to set our animal groups up, and so I want to click here, animal, under manage. That takes me to this landing page. On this landing page, what we're going to do is we're going to do view and edit groups. So we'll click on that. All right, these are the groups that Mike has on his farm. All right, he's got about 25 cows, I think. We'll put the rest of them in here in a minute. He's got about 20 cows currently in his mature cow group. I haven't put any of his AI bulls in yet, and so those will be bulls that he uses semen on, but aren't actually on his farm. He just weaned. He's a fall calving herd, and so I'll populate that weaning lot with the weaned calves when we get done. He has a field 3. He's got some miscellaneous. Okay, so he's got his bred heifers running with one of his bulls, and some steers that he's fattening. Okay, and right now I've just got 2 animals in there. I think there's 5 or 6 total, and then he's using his bull lot for the odds and ends. All right, so he's got 1 cow that was pregnant, aborted, got rebred, and looks like she's going to calve in the spring, and she's in there. And then there's a bull that he's getting ready to market that's in that pen as well. So these are the groups that Mike has, and they're in a location that we've created. And when we're ready to move an animal or a group, okay, we go there, and we change locations. Hit submit, which is down here, the green button, and we're in good shape. If you hit clear, of course, it clears everything out. If you hit cancel, it takes us back to the landing page of for the entire input landing page. So anyway, there's the groups that he has. Now let's add animals. So I'll come up here, I'll click on the animals. And these are the animals that I've added so far to Mike's database. All right, as far as sire and dam, right now they're unknown, and you'll see that the year is correct, but I'm not inputting the exact date of their birth yet. I'm going to go back and edit that later. All right, we have cows, we have bred heifers, okay, and we'll have bulls in this group. All right, so I'm going to add an animal. So I click add animal. Now Mike's numbering system is much simpler now than what it was. Okay. I believe I better go back and check and make sure where I'm at. Yep, we finished 23. So I'm ready for 24. All right, it is a cow. Sim Angus. Again, I'm putting the generic 9-1, and I'm looking at, she was pretty old cow. I know she's an objective, but I don't really particularly care about that. You have to start from 0 somewhere, and unknown is where you're going to start when you're starting from 0. And then we'll build their pedigrees after this. It's in the mature cow group. Any sort of note you want to take goes there. If she's not a commercial cow, you want to put registration number and EPDs in, you can. That's that. All right, let's add another animal. 25 is a bred heifer. She is Sim Angus. Again, I'm putting the generic date down, but the year is correct. All right, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit that later. She's in my heifer group. Purpose is replacement. That way I can put her pelvic area stuff in there. And then I'm going to hit save. Adding another animal. 26. Bear with me as I go through this. I just figured it was easier to show you how to do it than to have you dig through it on your own. 26 is also a bred heifer. Goes in the heifer deal. I know what her sire is, but I haven't put her sire in yet. So once I put her sire in the AI group, then I'll go back and I'll edit her individual data there. But just to get them in the system right now, I'm putting them in like this. 27 is another bred heifer. Sim Angus. All right. And again, I will go back and edit sire, dam, and all that stuff. But just to get them in the system, this is where I'm putting them. All right, the last cow is 36. Cow, Sim Angus, 9-1, another old cow. Goes in the mature cow group. And boom, we're set. Mike has one bull. All right, G05, bull, Sim Angus. I didn't get his age, but I'm going to put him in as a 2018. Again, I'll edit that, or Mike will actually go in and edit it. Okay, and he is in with the heifers, so forth. Again, just running with them in that lot. Okay, he's not actually trying to breed them because they're verified pregnant. Hit save. All right, so that's how you start your herd. I have entered every animal, every mature cow and bull in his system. I'm going to go in and what I'm going to do is I'm going to backdate. I'm going to breed these animals. I'll put in the AI sires. I'll breed these animals. We'll calve them, and then we'll wean him, and we'll be caught up exactly where he is today. The other two videos will be following pretty shortly. Hopefully that helps you understand how to start your herd.